The chess world is reeling from a story that feels both tragic and unsettling. The sudden death of American grand streamer Daniel Naroditsky has sent shockwaves through the global chess community. But the tragedy has also reignited a bitter controversy, one that involves former world chess champion Vladimir Kramnik. What began as a heated dispute about online cheating has now spiraled into public speculation. Online blame and deep reflection about the toxicity and pressure in competitive chess. The tragic passing of Daniel Naroditsky. Daniel Naroditsky, affectionately known as Da, was one of the brightest minds in American chess, a grandmaster, a teacher, and a beloved content creator. Just 29 years old, he was found deceased at his home in San Jose, California earlier this week. Authorities have confirmed that there were no signs of foul play, but an official cause of death has not yet been made public. His family released a short statement through the Charlotte Chess Center, requesting privacy as they navigate this unbearable loss. No further details were disclosed, but then you stunned fans who had just watched his final Twitch stream, a quiet, emotional session that now feels haunting in retrospect. The controversy preceded his death. To understand the uproar following his passing, we must look back at a controversy that had gripped online chess for almost a year. In late 2024, Russian chess legend Vladimir Kramnik, a former world champion who once dethroned Garry Kasparov, began a public crusade against what he called statistical cheating in inline chess. Kramnik analyzed games played by various grandmasters and streamers, alleging that certain results were unnatural and that some players might be using chess engines or second screens during online play. Among the names he mentioned was Daniel Naroditsky. Kramnik went so far as to challenge Naroditsky to a $50,000 overboard match, claiming that only in-person play could prove real skill. Naroditsky declined, choosing not to foil what he saw as a baseless accusation, but Kramnik's repeated plick posts on informally Twitter made the allegations difficult to ignore. Heshered statistics, screenshots, and sarcastic remarks, questioning the integrity of many top online performers. At one point, YouTuber Gotham Chess Event commented saying, "Being accused of cheating by Kramnik at this point is a compliment," referencing how the Russian grandmaster had accused multiple, including young prodigy Andy Woodward. Daniel Naroditsky's response. Naroditsky, known for his calm and kind demeanor, was visibly shaken by the accusations. During an interview on the podcast Take, he spoke with rare vulnerability. "I'm really sick of it," he said. "I'm not going to tolerate this kind of hate any longer." He made his stance clear that cheating is the worst crime a chess player can commit, and that to accuse someone without proof is basically immoral. In one of his strongest statements, he said, "It's a reputation in crime to do it as a grandmaster. But what Kramnik has done, and whatever Yanni who supports him has done morally, it makes you worse than dirt." His frustration reflected not just personal pain, but a larger issue. How online accusations can destroy reputations overnight, even in a game built on intellect and integrity. The online firestorm. When news of Naroditsky's death broke, social media exploded. Some fans grieving and angry pointed fingers at Kramnik. One post on X read, "Sadly, Daniel Naroditsky was bullied by VB Kramnik until he took his own life. Vladimir Kramnik must be held accountable." Another Reddit thread went viral, suggesting that the emotional strain of constant accusations had broken Naroditsky. These claims, however, remain unverified. Authorities have not linked Kramnik to the death. The Naroditsky's family has specified the public to avoid harmful speculation. Still, the online conversation took a life of its own, amplifying division within the chess world. Vladimir Kramnik's reaction after his death. Facing immense backlash, Kramnik broke his silence. He posted a message on X attaching a screenshot of what he said was a message from a chess fan about Naroditsky's final stream, who wrote, "What exactly happened? Because he received this 2 days ago from a friend of mine, a chess fan, and at least did what I could to warn people to do something urgently. To those who prefer blaming and shaming instead of helping off a tragedy, hope properly invested." The statement, though short, was strikingly defensive, part condolence, part counterattack. It reflected the tension between two realities. Kramnik's desire to maintain his crusade for chess integrity and the public perception that his campaign had gone too far. A divided community. The chess community remains deeply divided. Some stand by Kramnik, arguing that his motives were purely about fairness and transparency. Others believe his approach, public hallets, and vague statistical accusations damaged real people's lives. Grandmasters like Kato Nakamura and Dunishgiri have called for restraint, emphasizing that mental health and empathy must come before. Controversy.chess.com issued a statement reminding players that online accusations without evidence violate community standards, while streamers across platforms held tribute sessions in Naroditskys, Anara playing his most uplifting commentaries. Beyond the headline, at the center of this tragedy lies a painful reminder that words, even in a logical world like chess, can carry emotional weight far heavier than we realize. The Naroditsky-Kramnik conflict exposes a modern challenge. The intersection between old-world chessanor and the brutal, fast-paced world offline commentary. For older generations, like Kramnik, who came from the classical, over-the-board tradition, the race of online chess can feel alien, a space where engines blur the line between man and machine. But for streamers like Naroditsky, the internet was a classroom, a way to teach, connect, and inspire millions. Somewhere in that cultural clash, humanity got lost. Closing reflection. As the chess community mourns Daniel Naroditsky, it also faces a difficult reckoning. What begun as a debate over integrity has become a conversation about empathy, responsibility, and the cost of public shaming. While investigators continue to determine the official cause of death, fans are left with a single sobering truth that brilliance and pressure often walk hand in hand, that even the strongest minds can break under constant scrutiny. Whether one blames the internet, the media, or the culture of accusation itself, this story will mark a turning point for the chess world. Because behind every username, every gem title, and every online controversy, there is still a human being trying to make sense of it all.